Hey everyone, my name's Victor Dwyer, and today we are going to be reviewing SoStocked, a inventory forecasting tool that has a lot of capabilities and that can be super granular in your lead times and in your inventory forecasting. Everyone needs it, so let's dive right into it. Whoop! Here we go. Awesome. So this is just the order page of this is their basically their flow, a visual flow of where you can kind of go with things. You can kind of really visualize the flow in this particular view of okay, where are the PO drafts, when to order by, what's in production, and you can kind of visualize it all in this view. This is more of a visualization of kind of what's going on. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to really dive into the vendors. So the vendors are going to be the where you house your own inventory. You can have multiple vendors of where you get your warehouse. You may have multiple warehouses. You may track what's going into Amazon FBA. You might track in what's going into FBM and to your current warehouses from your supplier. There's a lot of ways that you can use this vendor tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click under this one, the training warehouse. This is a vendor that you can go under. And what's really cool with this is you can adjust the lead times of what that lead and where it goes in and how long that specific lead takes to ship certain things. So you can say, okay, it usually takes 5 days to be in production. It takes 5 days to get to freight. It takes 5 days to check in FBA. And you'll really be able to graph this out and say, okay, it usually takes around 15 days. And you know how each warehouse is different, and you're able to customize it by the warehouse and what certain products are being shipped. It's really, really neat based off of that. So once you're able to customize your vendors, and that way they know the tool knows what the lead times are for that specific vendor, then you can go into the forecasting tool, and it will tell you what when to start ordering things by, when you need to start really working on things. It will give you the ETA of how many days of supply you have, of like when you need to start basically shipping in more units. Um, like basically that's how it will basically give you that data saying, hey, here's when you need to start sending in more products using your current lead time, and to get it into Amazon to make it where it's fulfillable, it will give you all that data. And what's neat is the Amazon data only gives you the last 90 days. And what this does, it gives you the last 180 days, and I'm pretty sure you can even customize it to last 365. So it gives you that historical velocity if you do have that seasonal product, which is really, really neat. And you'll really be able to go through all these different products and see, okay, what is our daily velocity? How many units are we going through on a daily basis? What is the amount? When do we have to start shipping in more units? Like these are the things that you can be going through and on a product by product basis, which is really, really neat. So that way you can make sure you're not missing out on any different opportunities when it comes to the inventory forecasting. And if you really want to get even more granular than this, you can actually click on these products right here. And I'm going to actually move myself here, up here, perfect. And you can really see the analysis of really what's going on. Like it really is amazing. Like this is all forecasted. And you'll be able to see like, okay, what is your daily velocity? What is your FBA inventory looking like? And look at all these variables on the left side. You can say, okay, when do you want to start ordering? What is the default lead time? Um, like what are some trends? What are some sales spikes? Stockouts, deep discount sales, like Prime days. Like there's so many variables in forecasting, and it's really doing a great job of and really diving in of which ones may work and which ones may not, because it really is trying to do their best of why velocity might spike, why it might not spike. Like for example, Prime Day 2 is coming up, and last year Prime Day 2 didn't exist, so it can't work off of that historical data. Now you can say, hey, these sales, and you can turn this option on, and you can say, hey, here are these, there's going to be sales spikes, and you can put that in your forecasting. Really, really neat stuff. Um, And you can really get to deep, like you can say, okay, I never want to reach 0 units. I want to have a buffer of 100 units, whatever it may be. Or these are the future lightning deals. Like, it is amazing, like what the capabilities this has, and this is just by one product. Like, let's say if you had a different lightning deal for one product and you had another one for another product, you'd be able to customize it per product. Not, this is not account level. This is not account level. So if I wanted to have a complete subset of another deep discount or another like special lightning deal, I could go into the salt and pepper right here and easily customize that based off of that velocity and completely adjust those variables. So this is a product by product basis, adjusting each variable. It's really, really amazing the ability that you can do to really dive in and see, okay, how much do you have to order? Because most of my clients, they miss over hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales just from losing inventory. And it's a great opportunity to like really make sure you never miss that opportunity, so that way you're never having the chance to possibly miss sales and anything going on. And it will actually tell you how many sales you lost, which is going to be a sad number for you to look at once you look at this. But if you're managing a huge catalog, it's something that you're going to need. Like at the end of the day, you need something that is going to tell you, hey, you need to start ordering more units right now and shipping that in on a weekly or monthly cadence. And you got to be looking at it. You have to be looking at it. Um, and even if you don't use FBA, like it could be valuable for your FBM as well. So just keep that in mind. Yes, most of the people using this will most likely be using it for FBA, and so that way you can keep that Prime badge. But just like keep that in mind. There's a lot of ways that you can utilize this tool, and really just take the most and make the most of it. I think a majority of the features are in the forecasting. So I just showed you like super surface level of what the tool can do. Like there's a lot more better people that can go in super deep. But just for the sake of this video and keeping it short, that was just basically the overview of what the tool does, some of the variables that you can change on this side, the forecasting tool, the overview of the orders to basically make it where you can easily see where the order is in transit, and then you can start tracking your orders and then also just the lead times of your vendors. So the tool does a lot more than this, but that is an overview of what SoStock does, and hopefully that was super valuable, and hopefully this is valuable enough to either use the tool or use some type of inventory forecasting tool. Hope that helps. Thanks.